Old Jack, the Night Stalker, won't be seen tonight, so we can bring you a very special episode of The Gen X Files. Welcome to The Gen X Files. I'm Jim.
I'm Adam.
And today's show is another
For the Stepdads.
Oh, your spooky old stepdads. We're sitting here in our 80s costumes. We've got our plastic smocks on and these really uncomfortable masks, really super hard plastic masks that make your face sweat. Can barely breathe, and you always stick your tongue in the little hole and cuts it up because you just can't stop. Adam is dressed as...
I just have a sheet with 2 holes cut in.
Yeah, he's doing the Charlie Brown.
I got a rock.
And I'm dressed as Bozo the Clown. I have the Bozo the Clown plastic.
Oh, my God, that's horrifying.
You remember those costumes?
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, my God, we had the worst costumes as kids.
Bozo was frightening in general, but then the plastic mask made him look even more terrifying.
It was, you knew the lazy parents because they just go pick up those, and it was like, it was so disappointing as a kid because it was, at least today you get like a Batman costume. It looks like a Batman costume. It looks like a costume.
Yeah.
But these were just smocks.
Oh,
like that Alf
would last maybe an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And then be in tatters by the time you got home.
And it wasn't like, if you were Alf, it wasn't Alf's body.
Yeah.
It was the smock and then that horrible plastic. The smock was like, Alf, watch Alf.
Yeah,
Alf is
yeah.
a neat show.
It wasn't. It was just like logos. Yeah.
We all looked like horror children from a horror movie.
Yeah.
It was, and I just remember those masks, man. I wonder how many kids hyperventilated or died from those tiny little holes.
Well, I've told this story before, but that was when the guy came out as Frankenstein. I was wearing one of those masks, and I couldn't see anything. And I turned around and ran straight into a van.
It's so sad.
Knocked myself out for like 30 seconds, and the poor Frankenstein felt so bad.
Could you imagine if you scared a kid that bad?
I was so freaked out. Anyway, but waking up to Frankenstein hovering above me was not good either.
Hey, you okay, kid? Wake up, kid! Wake up!
This is why I'm afraid of tall people now.
And green people. You hate Shrek.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was thinking a lot about Halloween this week. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Today. It's today, actually. Wow.
All Hallows Eve.
It's going to be another 7 years before it's on Friday again.
And this is quite possibly the last Halloween week of GTA Online.
Oh, yeah. Well, until the new one.
Well, GTA 5.
Yeah, well, GTA 5. But, I mean, there will be new GTA Online, and there will be more Halloween.
No.
Okay.
It's all over.
They're just going to make so much money from 6. They're just going to say, nope, not our cash cow. We're done.
Done.
Yeah.
Do kids still trick-or-treat today?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, it's weird being in LA because we don't live in a neighborhood with a lot of kids, and being in apartment complexes and stuff, people don't really trick or treat.
I've lived in this place for about 20 years. I think in that entire time, I've had one trick or treater,
Oh, really?
and it was me. No,
There is a couple kids that live in the building now, or a few kids actually, but I doubt they're going to be coming around.
well, get them those gum pops and all the gum stuff we got.
Well, I got apples with razor blades. That's my go-to.
I was growing the blades and the apples for years.
And also handfuls of drugs. I'm going to give them handfuls of drugs.
Yeah, that was always the greatest idiocy, in my opinion. Was the whole like, oh, they're gonna give you drugs. Look,
Okay.
Anybody who's ever drugged.
Yeah, drugs before the show.
Anybody who's acquainted with or has ever used drugs, they never give them to children.
No, what? Who?
Unless
who
you're
would?
Ryan O'Neal.
Number one, why would you just give away your drugs?
People don't buy drugs to give them away. And people who use drugs aren't like, oh, we got to get more people on drugs, so let's give these kids my drugs.
I want more people to do drugs so I have less drugs. That makes complete sense.
You know how many D's I had to ask for these drugs? I'm not giving them to any kids.
Giving out handies behind the Circle K? I'm not doing that anymore.
It just shows that we've always had hysteria.
Of course.
In this country. Always. Of course. But our hysteria back then was so quaint.
Well, sure.
Oh, it was all like, ooh, Satanists. Ooh,
it would only ruin a couple lives.
So I guess kids trick or treat these days. right?
Yeah. There's like I got some nieces. Like one of the nieces is gonna go out trick or treating
In the neighborhood.
Yeah. But they're in Scottsdale, so like it's and they're close knit like community. So I mean,
We used to, I think they still do this today, but we would trick or treat our neighborhood and then get one of the parents to drive us to like the nice neighborhood, and then we'd
get the
hit that
full
one.
size candy bars.
Holy moly, man! It was a whole different world, and we always felt weird, because
It's
we
like,
were interlopers.
I shouldn't be here.
We're gonna get caught.
Yeah. There was always one house within our like block, or like between 3 streets left and right.
Yeah.
There was always one house that did the full size candy bars.
And then the other house. Did you ever have the one that gave the pennies?
No,
The little sack of pennies.
that's weird.
Yeah, it was like they're like chunky. You're like, oh my god, that feels like. Oh yeah, dude, sacks of pennies, boxes of raisins.
Go buy my Bazooka Joe gum.
Yeah, it was just some people were the worst.
Raisins were the worst.
People who give raisins are begging to be TP'd.
Yeah.
Or have shaving cream on their door or poop lit on fire.
I saw a list of things alternative to candy, and one of them, things you can give out that people will appreciate. One of them was like ramen. It's like, what kid is going to get ramen and go, I'm excited?
Nice, I'll save this for college.
It'll still be good.
It'll come in handy. I hate alternatives to candy giving out.
Just give me candy. I don't care how big or small it is. I just want chocolate.
There was a dentist in our neighborhood who gave out toothbrushes.
Ugh.
You're sure
to use
this after you eat all your candy. I'll see you in a week.
Mom's super happy, so she have to buy you a new toothbrush.
My mom even thought that was an ass move. She's like, a toothbrush.
That's the one toothbrush you get all year, Jim.
Would have killed you. Yeah, exactly.
Go back to his dentist's house and get another toothbrush.
But yeah, I mean, giving out toothbrushes, you're just being a
That's
dick.
awful. That's awful. Who does that? I don't care even if you're a dentist. The dentist should be giving out more candy so that way people have to use his services more.
And that's at 8 years old what I screamed at
That is
him.
the dumbest dentist I've ever heard of.
What is wrong with you? What about your bottom line, Dr. Dumbass? I used to love Halloween, man. I loved it. I loved the costumes. Because you know me.
Yeah,
I was Johnny
yeah.
Dress Up from a very young age. Like
Yeah.
even
Oh,
watching
yeah,
TV,
yeah.
I'd have my little costumes.
Even not Halloween, you were always
Oh my
in
God.
costume.
Cops, we're going to play cops and robbers. Be right back. Got to
Yeah.
go jump into my cop's outfit or my robbers. Which one am I going to be? Into my cop. I was the only 8-year-old boy with a costume closet.
Yeah, yeah.
But I loved all that, man, and I loved the candy because candy is drugs for kids. Like candy is
100%.
the vice, the only vice that children really, at least back then, had.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, yeah. Now it's kind of a toss-up between candy and the phone.
Well, I think screens went out.
Yeah, screens will always win out.
But we didn't have screen. We had TV, and we all watched too much TV. I mean, we had screens, but it was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, candy was our drug. My favorite part of Halloween was you go trick or treating with your best friend.
Yeah.
And then you either sleep over at his house, sleeps over at your house,
yeah.
and then the candy trades, baby.
Oh yeah, that was
the
my
candy
brother and I
trades.
would trade. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, all the time. When we finally got, like, my generation, or, my kids my age, when we finally got to the point of, like, 10, 11, 12, like, we literally had to stop trick-or-treating because the streets would just be filled with smoke from all the fireworks that they were throwing around during the trick-or-treating
Oh, my
time.
God.
Like, they literally, for a couple years, banned trick-or-treating because it got so bad.
Whoa.
It was like walking out into a fog. I mean, it was insane.
Well, that was like Devil's Night in Detroit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where that
yeah.
shit got way out of hand.
Yeah, it would get crazy, but
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of toilet papering and a lot of... It was a lawless night, man. Because you had to... Once you started going out on your own, once the parents were like, you're out, go. I'm not walking
I don't need
them
to come with
streets.
you. It's fine.
It was like a ton of kids. It's like the perfect pedophile snatching moment, It's like, go trick-or-treat in my van.
I have candy for you.
Candies and puppies. But once you went out on your own, it was a lawless night, man.
Oh,
You had to look out for candy bandits, vandalizers, fireworks.
It was always just a little too young.
Yeah.
Of like, it's like, oh, you're 9 now. Go ahead, you're fine. And it's like the 13-year-olds are going to beat the crap out of me and steal my candy.
I think it was 8.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was staying home alone without babysitters.
Yeah.
You know,
I did. Granted, I did have an older brother, so like he was usually quote unquote with me
Right.
until we were a block away, and then he'd run off somewhere else.
We also went with friends. You know, it wasn't like go off alone.
I didn't have friends, Jim.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not even the Frankenstein who almost killed you?
Eventually, he came with me, and he walked around. I'd sit on his shoulders, and he'd walk me around.
It was weird. And then he got arrested.
No, he left shortly after I almost died. It was
He didn't want to be liable. But yeah, man, I mean, I told the story of we had to use pillowcases
Yeah.
for candy bags because anything else would either rip or easily take the buckets
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah.
pillowcases.
Nice
Plus,
sturdy pillowcase.
yeah, plus you get a bigger haul, man. You could fit so
Oh
much
my
candy
God.
in a pillowcase.
Yeah, you don't realize how big a pillowcase is.
That realization, that switch from bag to pillowcase just changed the entire game. But the guy was coming up when I was living on Via Valente.
This is an Escondido.
This is an Escondido. This
Yeah.
is before we moved to Tioga Lake Drive.
Oh. Also an Escondido?
Yes.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm plotting on a map of where you lived.
I lived in La Jolla and then Escondido. So, and Boston before that. But yeah, we had this like mini orchard, you know, just like 10
Oh, yeah,
trees or
yeah.
so, and this
Really?
slope going, maybe 15 or 20.
I always imagined it being more than that.
It might have been a little bit more. I don't know. Probably 4 trees because, you know, when you're little.
You're young.
But it was a pretty, you know,
Multitudes. But it was yeah.
it was a great place to play with your action figures and,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and burn
Okay.
ants and stuff. So I'm cutting up the grove, the grovelet.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden, bam! Hit, man. Guy grabbed my bag.
Oh, no.
But I'm holding on tight. I'm holding on tight.
That's right.
Yeah. And this MFer drug me all the way down to the street.
He's running like a freight
Yeah.
train, and you won't let go.
No, I'm like, let go, let go. Yeah. And my friend, they took his bag right away. But me, I'm not letting go of that candy.
No.
And he eventually just gave up because I'm a tenacious little fat kid who's not going to give up his candy. And I ended up giving up a bunch of my candy to my friend
Oh, that's nice of you.
because
Wow.
I felt bad.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have been so weak.
Well, yeah, I mean, I made him pay for it. He had to be my slave for 6
Handy's
weeks.
behind the Circle K.
That's how it worked back then. It was like we used to make bets. Remember when
yeah.
it was like on sitcoms and stuff? Everything was like, "Oh, if you lose this, you have to be my butler for a year."
Yeah. The stupidest things in the world.
That's what we did back
They
then.
did a whole 5 episodes of that show based on that concept.
Well, I'm glad the kids are still trick or treating. I do miss those days.
Yeah,
Halloween
it was
is
fun. And as I got older, I actually enjoyed giving away candy,
Yeah.
like helping my parents. Like it was
Yeah.
fun. It was cool to see the costumes got more interesting and more intricate as time went on, and it was fun. I always enjoyed it.
Well, it's one of those holidays where, unless you know, you get the jerks that TP your house, to give you the poop
right.
bag or whatever. But it's a joyous holiday of a bunch of happy people getting candy. You're happy, they're happy,
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. I mean, it's the start of the holiday season, the
Sure
happy,
is.
happy holiday season.
Exactly.
Just this one features death.
Exactly. Well, we
Lots of
get the death out of the way, baby, and then we celebrate eating turkeys and,
You have stuff in your face as much as you can, and
Santa Claus,
then Santa Claus.
and then it's the end of the year.
And then who cares about anything anymore?
What a fun month, man! A lot of movies that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, same.
And a lot of movies I don't think people even knew existed. You know, even the Burbs, I think, to a certain group of people is
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
it's funny because we got a lot of comments from people that were like, "Oh, I haven't watched it in a long time because I wasn't a huge fan," and it's like, no, you should watch it again.
Well, I
Like, you
wasn't
should
a huge fan,
Yeah,
you know?
you should watch it again because it's really, really good.
It's again really fun to see crazy goofy Tom Hanks. It's kind of the end of his crazy goofy time. Student Bodies was
Such a weird movie.
but I mean, you're glad you saw it, right?
Of course, it tried so hard. It was not entirely successful, but it was fun.
It is that movie version of that kid that's not really good.
Yeah.
But you really root for him because he's trying so hard. It's like the Rudy of
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
You know, you give it a little extra grace because you know that they were just trying to do something fun and they didn't really know what they were doing.
Exactly. They
You
were
know?
they were just kind of blindly blundering through, and it worked. I mean, it was funny. There were some really funny bits in it.
I think it's ultimately a successful spoof.
Yeah.
Again, you know, I've got Coke bottle sized nostalgia glasses on for that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then House was fun. House kind of went down a little bit for me.
It's weird movie.
I think the problem with House, the two biggest problems with House, are okay. I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
I think the one problem is too much daytime,
Yeah, there's a lot of outside. Yeah.
especially the opening. It shouldn't have been at daytime.
Yeah. I think it would have served it better. You're right. I
Like a
wouldn't think about that,
stormy,
but
you know, you need that stuff to get
set the mood.
Set the mood.
Yeah.
2, William Catt by himself, not super engaging.
No.
He's better with
I
the-
love William Catt.
Me too.
But when he's trying to play crazy, he just looks like he's playing crazy.
He's a straight man.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
amazing on Greatest American Hero because he was the straight man to Robert Culp. And when he was straight man to George Wendt in this, it worked so much better.
Yeah.
And then the third problem was just the hokey Vietnam stuff that was kind of insulting to veterans.
I think your biggest problem with House is you didn't watch the other sequels, which would have completed the quadrology,
yes.
And then you would have understood it better, Jim.
I meant to do that this month, but I still enjoyed it. I still think that the monsters were great, and I think it would be good.
Yeah, by far the best thing about it was the special effects.
It would definitely be a fun double feature with Evil Dead. Just watch House first.
Yeah. Then watch the good one.
And then April Fool's Day, a movie we both loved as kids.
My God. I saw that more than any of these. Maybe The Burbs. The Burbs was on quite a bit too.
Yeah.
But it was one of those, April Fool's Day did not do well in the theater, so it was super cheap
Yeah.
to get onto the pay TV channels, and they just played it the hell out of it all the time.
And just a very unique movie in the horror oeuvre where it's a horror movie where nobody dies.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love that. I think
It was great. It was a good twist.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they remade it. I'm surprised that they remade it, and it was so bad that nobody knew they remade it. Because it seems like a perfect thing to remake.
Yeah, I have zero desire to remake that movie.
Well, didn't they
Or to
remake
see
it?
the remake that movie. Sorry, I have
Wait, have
zero
you been
desire to
asked?
see the remake of that movie. They did, and I was like, no.
You're not. Wow, you should have directed it, man.
I
could've-
can't. The original's too good.
I could have played the constable.
The constable.
I like acting now.
I had you in mind for Thomas F. Wilson.
Nice. Oh, are they all going to be like septuagenarian? Is it like an
It's
old folks'
gonna-
home?
it's gonna be old folks going on a holiday.
Pranking each other and everybody breaks a hip and stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And then the Burbs.
God, I love that movie so much.
I really it Ghostbuster toed me this time. I really enjoyed it a lot more without any of the baggage of being a snooty old film school student back in the day, and also all the horrible movies that have come since.
Right. I think that Tom Hanks was my first talent crush. I think
Really?
because of this movie and Joe versus the Volcano,
Big.
all of them. Well, especially Joe versus the Volcano and the Burbs because they were kind of weird.
Yeah.
and like people were like, "Oh, you like those movies?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, they're weird and I love them." And he was so good in them. He was
So
so
good.
charming and so endearing.
But overall, just a really fun
it was
month.
fun. It was just a fun month. Yeah.
A lot of nostalgia. A lot of not a lot of blood this time.
No. Surprisingly, which makes sense. I mean, horror comedies probably shouldn't have. I mean, Evil Dead was kind of a horror comedy, and it really kind of took the cake. You can't, if you try to be that, you're just going to fail.
Either you go way over the top,
Right.
and it's just like The Monkey,
Yeah.
where it's
yeah.
relentlessly in your face.
What was that Peter Jackson movie with the about the zombies?
Oh God! Brain Dead.
Brain Dead. Yes. Yes, which is the one that I confused with when we covered the other Brain Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. The one with Bill Pullman.
The Peter Jackson Brain Dead, they literally spent more money on fake blood than they did paying the cast.
But what a fun month, right?
Yeah. I love horror comedies. It's a genre I don't think about very often, even though a lot of my favorite movies are in the genre.
I love it too. There's a lot more now. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a much
yeah.
bigger genre. I mean, horror itself is finally become its own respected genre.
Yeah. And it's become very nuanced. And yeah, there are a lot of subgenres within horror, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, because it used to be, I think the late 60s and early 70s started to legitimize horror with The Omen and The Exorcist and The Shining.
Yeah.
You had really good directors tackling these subjects. And then we just had this glut of garbage.
Yeah. Well, because
garbage.
it was stuff made cheaply, and so nothing was super complicated.
It was just all kind of derivative. It was what kind of slasher, what You know,
Right,
it was
right.
it was like spinning a wheel. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's Thanksgiving, and he's a pilgrim, and he uses an axe,
Right,
and a
right.
carving knife.
And watch Thanksgiving.
What with the guy that talks like this? Thanksgiving. But yeah, horror has become so big that there are tons of subgenres now.
Yeah, yeah.
Body horror, comedy horror, occult horror.
Yeah, yeah. You're really highbrow stuff like Hereditary.
Lovecraftian,
Yeah, there is. I mean, which it's funny because I think movies are catching up to literary stuff, which there was always a lot of varied literary horror.
Oh, yeah.
But movies are finally like, hey, we can actually do this stuff and make money on it.
I think a lot of young filmmakers grew up loving Stephen King or loving
yeah.
horror movies, and these new auteurs aren't necessarily making, Oscar bait movies.
Yeah,
They're making
yeah.
these really interesting horror movies like Osgood Perkins or what's the name of the guy that did Barbarians and
Zach
Weapons?
Kreger.
Zach
Krager.
Zach Kreger. There's a ton of them.
Yeah, I mean, like Jordan Peele, like all these guys that are new. I mean, Jordan Peele's now pretty much our age, but there's a lot of younger, like Ty West and like all these guys that were like, no, I'm going to take it seriously and make the movies I want to see.
Yeah, like The Substance, the body horror, really good, really interesting. It and very. You can see a lot of Kubrickian influence in there, and Shining influence in there, especially with the set design. And I think it's really cool that horror movies are now being nominated for Oscars. And I know that sounds hypocritical because I don't care about the Oscars.
Yeah.
But in terms of a barometer of...
They're at least being recognized by their peers as
some respect.
being good.
Yeah. Getting some respect, which is good. So, speaking of movies...
Yes.
And speaking of comedy horror, I did watch this movie, Bloody Axe Wound, which I think... Isn't that like a euphemism for vagina?
Yes.
And I think it's because it's about... Anyway. But it's this...
Watching you put the puzzle pieces together there, that was great.
So Bloody Axe Wound it's pretty good. It's one of those movies that's got too many moving parts. The story's a little too complicated.
Like, could he used a couple of rewrites?
Maybe, yes. It's... Okay, so it's this... It's kind of convoluted. So it's this town where horror movies are made, but they're real.
Okay.
So there's this video store that has all these slasher movies, and Billy Burke plays Roger Bladecut, who's this kind of, effed up looking Jason type killer.
Right.
And he, it's the Bladecut series or whatever, are the movies that he does. And so that's the family business. And his daughter, played by Sari Aramburu, she wants to get in on the family business, but he's like, you're not ready, blah, blah, blah. So the way that he gets who he's supposed to kill is every year he gets a yearbook, and there's pictures circled of the victims, right?
Right.
So he sends somebody to go do the killing because she's not ready, but he gets killed, so she has to step up. So she starts doing it, but she meets Molly Brown, one of the victims, who, you know her, she played Deb on the...
Dexter
Youngblood, or what? Youngblood?
Original Sin.
The Original Sin. I think it should be called Dexter Youngblood. So she falls. Abby Bladecut, Sari Aramburu, falls for Molly Brown.
Okay.
And so they want to kind of change up the formula, but the father is very strict about it, but he's a good dude. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in it for like 20 minutes. I think he was one of the producers. Not even 20 minutes, more like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Eddie Levy's in it. You know him from... AP Bio, I think. He's this African-American actor, very funny. But it's okay. It's kind of, to me, it's a little bit like Student Bodies.
Okay.
Where the heart is there. And
it kind of works, but kind of doesn't.
Yeah. The cast, Sari Aramburu is really good. Molly Brown is really good. The cast and the heart of the movie make it better than it should be.
Right.
I don't know if I 100% recommend it. I'd give it maybe a C+.
What is it streaming on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
But I wanted to kind of see what was going on with horror comedy now.
Sure.
I took that as a slice, and it was okay. I mean, it was it was like a decent pie. It wasn't the best pie I ever had, but
I did watch a horror comedy movie last night. Scooby-Doo from 2002. It's just really funny watching Matthew Lillard go from Scream to Shaggy.
Well, you know what's even scarier about Matthew Lillard is I saw this commercial, and it looks like Scream, and it's like, ooh, it's all scary. And all of a sudden, it's like, boo, I'm the Cologuard box.
Oh, my God. The Cologuard box is scary enough already.
It is.
It doesn't need to be put into the Scream franchise.
It's not scary, just poop in me.
Funny story, the twist in Scream 7 is that it's the Cologuard box killing everyone.
I wouldn't doubt it. That thing is weird.
You need to poop in me.
I mean, come on. The one thing that you should not make anthropomorphic is a box you poop in.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of feelings does that thing have?
Here's the other thing, too, by the way. Total speed bump. But if you are of listening to this podcast, you're probably of age where you should go get a colonoscopy. Yes. Don't do Cologuard. This shit's wrong all the time.
Yeah.
There's so many people I know that pooped in the box, it got sent, you're clear, and then they went in and got an actual colonoscopy and were almost having cancer.
Yeah, do not.
So just go, bite the bullet, and do the colonoscopy.
Apologies to Matthew Lillard. But,
I mean, good for him for making money, and I'm happy for him because he's an amazing human being.
It's just SLC Punk
Cologuard does not always work.
To Cologuard commercials. It's just,
yeah.
It makes me feel old.
I did also see that, talking about Scream, that him and Skeet Ulrich, when they were talking about the motive for the killers in the original Scream, that they admitted that they essentially were in love with each other. And even though it was never talked about with the director, they were like, we knew.
Yeah.
It's like all the fans picked up on it, and he's like, yeah, of course.
100%. Yeah, I mean,
but it was great. It's just nice to get that confirmation of a fan theory that he's like, even though it's not technically true, it's true.
It was one of those situations that the way that they played it, especially at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really cool little... their own secret.
Yeah, exactly. It was good. It was great acting.
I really like Matthew Lillard. Did Scooby-Doo hold up?
Funny enough, I think it's the first time I've seen it, unless I saw it and did not remember any of it. But
Zoinks!
It was funny. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed both Scooby-Doo movies.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
Is this...
The first one's the one that they go to Spooky Island and with Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, okay.
And Scrappy Doo. Oh my God!
Well,
but it's perfect because they made him the bad guy. It was so perfect.
It was one of those situations where whoever was making it liked the material.
Yes.
Was a fan, and it made it a lot more successful than it should have been.
The movie was written, and I didn't realize till the end. The movie was written by James Gunn.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
No wonder it was
so. It was 100% like, of course, it's going to be relevant and interesting and funny.
I remember the second one being pretty funny too. Seth Green was in it.
Oh yeah,
it was like a haunted museum or something.
Okay.
I think
I'm probably going to watch it because I saw the first one and I was like, well, I know it's out there. So.
Those are fun. Those are fun movies.
Yeah.
I loved Scooby-Doo as a kid, man.
It was great. Everybody, the casting was perfect. Everybody was spot on. The supporting cast was great.
Yeah.
It was done. I mean, because it was 2002, the CG was not the greatest.
No.
very, very, not bad, but not great. Like, the shading wasn't quite there.
Well, that also lends to it, too, because the animation of Scooby-Doo wasn't the best either. It was like four frames.
That's true. But it was entertaining. I was very entertained. Phoebe wanted to watch it, and I was like, all right, whatever. I just driven back from Phoenix, and I was like, I'm not going to do anything else. And I was entertained.
Nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. And speaking of Scream, there's a new Scream, I think 7.
7, yeah, Scream
coming
7.
out. I didn't really... I honestly don't remember like the last 3 movies.
Yeah.
They all kind of blend together.
I never saw 6, and 5 was the first one that didn't have most of the original or main cast or original cast, I guess.
They killed off everybody except for Courtney Cox and
Sydney.
Sydney.
But I think she was in the 5th one a little bit, and the 6th one she wasn't in at all. But the 5th one felt like a retread, and the 6th one they put in New York, and it was just kind of weird.
It was veering on Jason Takes Manhattan territory.
Yes,
but it looks like they're coming back. They've got Neve Campbell.
Coming back.
Smart move. Bring her back.
I did my annual Psycho viewing as well.
Oh, nice.
Which is not a comedy in any way.
No. I mean, if it is, you're pretty effed up.
It's such a good movie.
But no, it looks like the new Scream. Kind of, it's different. It looks like it's Sydney and her daughter in a small town, kind of being more proactive about fighting.
I saw the poster. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I saw the poster, and I think the original house gets burned down. So I'm going to make a guess right now that Nev Campbell's going to be the killer.
Ooh.
That's my complete out of left field guess.
Watching the trailer,
or maybe the daughter.
Watching the trailer, I would say that's pretty impossible.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I just saw the poster. I bet you 1 year of being my butler.
Oh God. We should do that.
Yeah. But I'm excited for it. If Nev Campbell's back, then I'm definitely in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's part of the reason I didn't watch the sixth one, because I was like, they treat her like crap and didn't get her back and didn't give her the respect she needed.
The original Scream is one of my favorite horror movies.
It's so good.
Because it has that thing that I love, which is that comfort in misery.
Yeah.
Where something horrible's happening, but people are having fun with it or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, sounds totally sociopathic, but it's more realistic about teens. They're sociopaths, they're not going to be.
Yeah.
It's just, that movie kind of redefined horror, and we forget how groundbreaking that movie really was at the time.
Well, listen to our Scream episode. We talk about it very much in depth.
We did a Scream
we
episode?
Did.
Good Lord. I'm losing my mind.
We did.
Well, one movie that we both watched that was just released on HBO Max was Weapons.
Weapons by Zach Cregger. He did Barbarian.
Great movie.
It fits into the month a little bit because Zach Cregger was one of the creators of Whitest Kids You Know. Which the sad thing, I did a whole bunch of reading on it after I watched it last night, and he wrote the movie because his best friend, who was also in Whitest Kids You Know, died.
Oh my God.
And so he was inspired to write this movie, and not just inspired, but I mean, he wrote it kind of like in that mourning phase.
Sure.
But it was crazy because Barbarian, he wrote that movie and directed it, and could not get anybody to back it. He finally got somebody to back it, and then it did gangbusters, and people loved it. And there was a bidding war for this movie. Not only did he get the $38 million he wanted for the budget, he was paid over $10 million for the script directing and producing.
Well, good for him.
They were talking about how they haven't seen that kind of bidding war since after The Sixth Sense with M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, wow.
So, like, Zach Cregger is,
Well, he's very talented.
Very
talented. Barbarians was really fun. And his way of telling this story was extremely unique.
It was really interesting.
I liked all the different point of views.
The kind of Rashomon, seeing things from different points of view and stuff. And
well, yeah, and everything kind of moved forward until we got to the place. And I had no idea that Amy Madigan was playing the witch.
No idea.
I had to look it up. Good God, she was great.
Is amazing.
Well, she's always been so amazing. It's so great. I was like, it's so funny. Like a month ago, I'm like, what the F happened to Amy Madigan? Where's she been? Because she was, you know her from being the wife for Field of Dreams. Just a spunky.
She was in a ton of stuff,
But she was always just this fighter, spunky, really interesting actor.
So good in this.
So frightening.
Yeah.
The makeup, the wig.
I can't. The funny, like the whole bit when Archer,
Josh Brolin,
when he's having the dream, and he's seen his kid, and then that light flash. The reason they did that was because when they were setting it up, where she got in the bed, Amy Madigan got in the bed, someone accidentally flashed their phone light over her, and Zach Cregger was like, "We're using that."
That's awesome
because it was so freaky. Like, it scared them while they were shooting it. So he was like, all right.
Oh, it was such a great cast, too.
Oh, my
Julie
God.
Garner.
Julie Garner's so good.
So good.
She's so easy to hate,
oh, yeah.
but so charming at the same time.
Yes. Well, her character is the scapegoat of this situation.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about the plot, really, because I don't want to ruin anything, because it's very...
There's so much more going on than the trailer gives. I mean, there's whole characters that aren't even in the trailers. But it's just so good.
I was so, like, with this and Longlegs, I was really lucky not to have anything spoiled.
Yeah.
Because I just stayed away from it. And you really need to go into this not knowing much. But know that, like, Austin Abrams, I don't know who that kid is. The guy that plays the junkie, James?
Oh, was that Austin Abrams? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he was so good. So good. But that's the beauty of the way he told the story, because you think he's just going to be this throwaway character, and it's like, no, he's actually pretty important.
No.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong, I always love seeing him.
Him and his husband sitting down eating hot dogs. It was so weird.
Watching the cordyceps.
Yeah.
And Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
The kid from Solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such a great performance.
Did not realize that was him at all.
Yeah.
And he was, again, everyone is so layered.
Yeah.
And they did, even, you know, because it comes out, obviously, Julie Garner is the quote unquote bad guy in the story.
Right.
But like, she's so layered, and like, it's like, wow, she has some issues.
Yeah.
But like, it's so good, and like, she just wants to do good for the kids.
Yeah.
It's just, and it featured your absolute favorite thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Enemies becoming friends.
That was great. And look, Justin Long doing a little cameo with Sarah Paxton. That was fun. And Toby Huss was great.
Yeah.
And what's June Diane Raphael? I worked with her on something for Butcher Bird, like this weird
really?
PSA or something. I think she's married to Paul Scheer.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay. That wouldn't surprise me.
She played Eldritch's fiance, the one that freaked out.
The one who comes in and like pours vodka or whatever all over.
Loses her mind.
That shot was so good.
Yeah.
Where she just kept in the back. Zach Krager has such an amazing eye
Yeah.
and so good at building tension.
Visually stunning, and the performance he gets from the actors are great. The little kid, Gary Christopher, as Alex.
Oh my God.
What a amazing performance. That kid had to like carry half of that movie by himself.
You know, it's funny. They actually, another kid was cast as Alex, and halfway through filming, he had a growth spurt, and they had to recast him.
Oh no!
They had to reshoot all his stuff.
Oh no!
Because the kid grew like 4 inches in like a month.
Poor kid.
Yeah, he didn't look anything like himself. Yeah, but this kid that played Alex.
Oh, he was brilliant.
So good.
But could you imagine? I mean, what a horrible. I mean, and also not just like bad for the kid, but how bad would you feel to be like, hey, buddy?
I know.
Gotta talk to you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But
we'll throw you in the back of the room.
The writing is so good when you finally get to Alex's part.
Yeah.
And like Zach Krager is so good at doling out information.
Yeah.
And letting a story play out organically by having it not be organic as it plays out.
Well, there's also no real clear-cut explanation for all of this.
No.
You kind of have to put the pieces together yourself.
Yeah.
They're all there, and you can put it together. But even when you know what's happening, why it's happening, it still goes, and it still is... You're still like, well, what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. How? Well, for me, literally starting watching it and having that little girl do the narration is like, and they never figured out what happened. And I was like, God damn it! If this movie doesn't explain what happens, I'm going to be so mad.
And it had some great jump scares. The first jump scare got me. You know?
I was watching it. Phoebe fell asleep on me, and I was watching it. I literally had to put headphones in because she woke up with the first scream, and I was like, I'm sorry. I'm going to put headphones in so you don't get woken up again.
So crazy. Yeah. And the shot when James sees Amy Madigan in the forest, it's just those little clips.
He was so good. That didn't happen. I didn't see it. That didn't happen.
Like... We should stop talking about it.
It's so good.
Because we don't want to give anything away. But yeah, Weapons totally lives up to the hype.
So good.
I was so excited to see it, and even more excited that it exceeded my expectations. And I love these movies like this or Longlegs that you don't know what it is going in, and then once you get there, you're like, oh my God, this isn't. I never would even thought this is what this would be.
Exactly. They did a great job of marketing it to get your attention to it, but not give anything away.
Yeah, and it's not like a whodunit kind of thing, but it keeps you guessing, it keeps you moving, and like you said, all the characters are so well defined that you want to take the journey with them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
so good.
It's so sad to see some of the ones you like just get a
God.
Oof.
And I almost screamed at the end with the climax.
Oh, yeah.
I almost screamed. I had to literally put my fist in my mouth and be like, oh, my God, this is what they're doing? God, it was so good.
Oh, yeah, me too, man.
I
was like, yeah. Without saying what the ending was, it was so charming.
It was so... hoist by your own petard. It was so fitting. It was so good.
Stop talking about it, 'cause we're gonna give it all away.
I want to watch the movie again right now.
Me too.
I haven't felt that way in a long time about a movie, and
so good.
I could literally sit down and watch it again.
Yeah, same. This is one I definitely want to see again because there's probably a lot of stuff that I missed.
Yeah, Yeah.
Great movie.
So good. Shot so well. He did talk about also, apparently, while he was doing post-production, David Fincher was, like, guiding him on it.
Oh.
He was like, I would go, Zach Cregger would be like, I shot a bunch of stuff. And he's like, well, this is what I got. And David Fincher was like, you can do a lot in post. Like, just walk with me. And walked him through reframing things and, like, slowing things down or, like, or stabilize, like, just stuff that would change the tone.
Oh, wow.
And he was like Dave. He kept calling him Dave. Dave is like, he was like this great mentor. And I was
Dave.
I was like,
That lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah,
but
so
very
good.
talented.
I'm very excited for whatever Zach Cregger does. I am there. You know, I wanted to see this in the theater, and I'm sad I didn't. And I'm glad that I didn't get anything spoiled. So.
Yeah, me too. Because going in, the less the better.
Yeah.
It just let it wash over you.
It's on HBO Max. Give it a watch. It's so good.
I don't know if you saw the trailer for Keeper. Have you seen that?
Yeah, the Osgood Perkins new movie.
Speaking of,
it's coming out in November. It would be such a good Halloween movie.
I know.
But it's like, oh no, it's coming out the week after or 2 weeks after or something.
Yeah, 14th.
14th, yeah. But it
it's
looks
got
so good. I'm
Tatiana
down for
Maslany.
anything Osgood Perkins does.
Same. I think Osgood Perkins and Zach Cregger are definitely two guys to watch.
Yeah.
Peas in the same pod,
Yeah,
but also very different. But they're dominating the horror genre.
They're just incredible. Incredible.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Now, conversely,
Yes.
okay. So Adam watched something and was like, dude, you got to watch this.
I saw a YouTube video, and I'd never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
It was the first, as far as I know, the first movie ever shot on video.
Yeah.
In 1983. Pretty sure it was shot on a VHS camcorder.
I'm pretty sure it's the same camera I owned.
Gives it more, like, creepiness. But it's this it's this movie called Sledgehammer.
Yes.
It came out in 1983.
Yep.
I wanted Jim to watch it because I could not make heads or tails of the damn thing.
The opening shot, the establishing shot of the house, is so long that I'm like, this has got to be a goof.
Yeah.
This has got to be a goof because you're waiting and you're waiting.
Yeah.
And you're waiting.
Is there something going to happen? Is there something going to happen? Surprise! No, there doesn't.
Somebody didn't have enough footage in the editing room.
Well, it's not to mention the fact that like 40% of the movie is slow-mo.
Yeah, I think this
Which in VHS slow-mo looks awful.
It's awful. We were texting about it, and I am positive that Tim Heidecker and Eric Warheim, and Eric, this is their origin story, was watching this movie.
Yeah.
Because all of their stuff has the same sensibility.
It is so weird. There's the quote-unquote story is very thin.
It's a house.
A woman is getting away. She was running away from her husband, has a lover. Mm-hmm. They're at a house.
Yeah.
She, for some reason, took the 8-year-old with her.
Yeah, why did you take him?
She just locked him in a room and was like, shut up. Like, now we're going to be able to have sex.
You can stay in there and we're going to do it. Why, he's a jerk and I hate him.
So it's from what I can tell, I think the kid ends up killing them.
No, the husband, I think, ends up killing them.
I don't think
with
it
a
is.
Sledgehammer. No, because the kid becomes... Look, man.
We're going to argue about this.
The husband kills the lovers. And then the kid, I guess, is trapped in the closet and becomes an entity. And he grew up.
I think it was all ghosts at the end of the day. I don't know if it was the kid or not, because there's sequences where the kid's real tall, and then he turns into the kid, and he's wearing the same clothes.
He's a ghost.
I think it was all ghosts.
Yes.
But I don't know where the kid This is where it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. First of all, this movie looks, sounds... And it is like a really bad 80s sexual harassment video was expanded into a film.
Yes.
They took all of the bad actors and bad characters because the choices of the actors, my God. Okay, improvisation is very difficult. And if you want to see why, watch this movie because...
There is a sequence where they're unloading the van.
Oh my God.
And it lasts forever.
Oh my God.
And... all you have to do is unload a van and talk about how fun the weekend's going to be. And I didn't believe any of it.
No.
Any of it.
Oh, well,
Constantly.
Yeah. And that weird big dude who's like licking people's faces and everything about it. It was a train wreck, man. It was one of the most bizarre movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I almost wanted to cover this.
I'm just glad you watched it.
Oh my God. The whole time I'm sitting there. First of all, I felt like I watched the movie for 300 years.
Yeah,
it was the longest, slowest, plottiest.
I literally watched it over 3 days because I could not. I had to pause it and then go do something else.
I was like, I'm getting through this goddamn thing. I'm not gonna do it in piecemeal. I'm gonna get through this damn thing. And I did, but it's like The Room. You know, where every single choice is wrong.
Everything.
The framing, the set design. I mean, there's nothing like realistic in this movie. It's just this group of really obnoxious, horrible people.
Just annoying people.
People you just want to die.
Yeah.
That goes into this house, and then for some reason, the kid starts killing them. Because they're having sex?
Maybe.
Is sex bad?
It doesn't.
Does mommy had sex?
There's not really any explanation to it at all. I mean, and they don't like. Oh, I think the cat went in the closet. I was so confused. Sorry, that just freaked me out for a second. It didn't make any sense. The people end up, even though, I mean, technically it could have been a ghost killer, but then the guy that was supposed to be dead comes back and tackles him and then kills the ghost or something. But then the boy's in the window and like it literally doesn't make sense.
It is the worst haunted house movie probably ever made. But you should watch it.
Yeah.
But do not watch it alone like I did, or you'll want to kill yourself.
No,
It's not the kind of... If you watch it alone, it gives you the creep. But not the creeps like, oh, it's a creepy movie. The creeps like, everybody who made this movie is probably in prison for some...
The funny thing is the guy that directed it directed like 50 B movies. Like he just went on and kept making awful, awful movies.
Well, I'm positive that they made this movie in a weekend. I'm positive that they shot this movie in a weekend.
Totally.
And it's like, let's get this house. There was no... It's supposed to be an abandoned house. None of it makes any sense. Not one thing makes sense, but it's on Tubi. There are commercials. It's kind of nice to get a break away from it.
Yeah, honestly, decompress a little bit from the weirdness.
It's like one time I'm psyched that there were commercials.
I will say that it didn't feel like the commercials were ever intrusive. No. Like it was always at the end of like a scene or something. It wasn't...
But if you do watch it, please, please, please...
Email us. Email us at genxfilespodcast@gmail.com.
We'll share your reviews because...
it has to be seen to be believed.
It really does. And when Adam recommended it, I'm like, it can't be that bad. It can't be... but it exceeded it. Just like Weapons exceeded all of my expectations of awesomeness, this exceeded all my expectations for awfulness. And honestly, every one of the characters was horrible. That effing sex scene where the guy is just laying on top of her and her boobs hanging out.
I felt so bad for her.
So did I.
It was like, she was like, all right, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do the nudity.
They're just lying. They wouldn't even show his butt. Like they showed like a quarter of a cheek.
There were so many times, and it was like somebody'd walk in the room, and it's like, oh, the actors just don't see this It's like, okay, can't even frame things right. It was so awful. God, it was so awful.
It was, but watch it.
You should watch it. The reason that I wouldn't have recommended it if it wasn't for the fact that in the credits there were all these like fake names.
That was what was so weird too. Like, and look, I will have to say the most clever thing in the entire movie was the creative spelling of IP Freely and, Beaver Magnet or whatever else.
Mike Hunt.
Michael Hunt.
That was the first time where the first couple I was like, wait, well, maybe that's the real names. And then it finally got to the IP Freely and I was like, okay. And then I thought, well, was he trying to like purposely make a bad movie? To do like comedy?
Nobody is that clever. Nobody is clever enough to fake that bad.
No, and his career had definitely borne out that he is not that clever at all.
But it is something I'm surprised I never saw.
I'd never heard of it.
But my God, Sledgehammer.
And I wish I remembered the YouTube channel that I watched that was on, because he did a great breakdown of it. And same. He was like, I don't know why I'm still watching this. I don't know why.
Well, it's like when you have a canker sore, man.
Yeah.
And all you do is jam your tongue into that canker sore to feel the pain.
Yeah.
Because it's there. This is a canker sore movie.
Yeah.
You just keep jamming your eyes into it because you can't believe that it's there. But enough about Sledgehammer.
Yes. Check it out. It's on Tubi.
Definitely
email
watch
us,
that.
please, and let us know if we were just completely wrong and it's the most amazing movie ever.
Yes. Well, if that's the case, then I need to go into a home.
Yeah.
Because my mind is completely
My
gone.
dementia has taken over.
But we are huge 100% super duper turbo recommendation of the month.
If you don't have plans
Weapons.
tonight, watch Weapons.
Yeah. If you have HBO Max, definitely watch Weapons. So good. TV, baby.
Yeah. I haven't been doing a lot. We did start watching The Addams Family.
Oh, nice.
The original show.
Oh.
It's funny because it puts me to sleep every episode. I swear to God. We watch it late at night, but I want to watch it because it's fun. But like, just the pacing of it,
yeah.
I just conk out completely.
Ba-da-da-dum.
Yeah, it's great. But the non-Halloween thing that I have been watching is The Amazing Race came back. And I was super excited for it. And then I found out that it was all the cast where people had been on Big Brother. Oh. And holy crap, I turned to Phoebe and I was like, this might be the first season I can't watch.
Okay, look, got to give a little backstory on this one. Adam and I used to hate watch Big Brother.
Yeah.
And I hated myself for watching that show.
Every single day.
Every time we watched. I mean, it was weird that we watched that show because of how ashamed we were of it.
Yeah.
Because Big Brother is the worst reality show ever made.
No, it's awful. It's awful. And I think the reason they did it is because the last couple seasons, it's been like super fans of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that almost nobody on the Big Brother cast have ever watched Amazing Race. So they just don't know what the hell's going on. So it's like the show's brand new again. And I will admit that after a couple of teams got out, the ones that I didn't like, they've gotten more interesting, and
Right.
I'm appreciating it more now. The charm of the show has won over.
Well, you can't pull Big Brother bullshit on
No,
Amazing
no,
Race. It
no.
just doesn't work.
No.
Big Brother is all about manipulation
Yeah,
and
yeah.
lying and alliances. And
The
things.
Amazing Race, if you can't complete a challenge, you don't win.
Exactly.
That's it.
You have to be good. You can't just be a douchebag who's good at lying or the brother of Ariana Grande. Who, when he was on that show, literally said that. Once the cat was out of the bag, I don't know.
I'm, my sister's Ariana Grande.
Ariana said.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's a clash. It's your worst nightmare, man.
Yeah.
It's the clash of what you hate the most with what you love the most.
I always knew that someday this would come because they're on the same network. They're produced by the same company. Like I knew this was going to eventually happen, and I will say it's gone a lot better.
Yeah.
But I was so like I literally hate watched the first episode. I was just like, no, this is not happening to my show.
Zing.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. No Zingbot.
No
Thank
Zingbot.
God. Thank God.
Oh my God.
Anyway, okay, but anyway, more Halloween stuff.
I just a couple of quickies. There's two things on tonight. There's a couple things on tonight that are definitely worth watching. I watched the first episode of Welcome to Derry,
Ah, yeah.
the Stephen King inspired series about
Dairy.
and Derry.
The rise of it.
Look, I don't know. You said that some people didn't like
I
it.
saw some articles saying that it wasn't good or they were disappointed.
I disagree.
Okay.
Again, I'm a Stephen King superfan.
Yeah.
It is probably might be my favorite book of his outside of the Dark Tower
Okay.
oeuvre. And I love Pennywise. I love kids having to fight evil.
Yeah,
And get together and it just because as a little kid, that's just the thing. You always are looking for adventures or stuff. You know what I mean? It really harkens you back to that time. And it's a slow burn because it's a series.
Yeah.
But I will have to say, the cast is great. The twist at the end of the first episode is what completely hooked me.
Okay.
Because it completely subverts what you think it's going to be.
No more.
That's all I'm going to say.
No more.
So I was so immediately drawn in. But again, this is mother's milk for me.
Sure.
I've been looking forward to this series ever since it was announced.
Yeah.
And but it's usually on Sundays on HBO, but they're going to play the second episode tonight.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Halloween. And I definitely think you should watch it. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to give anything away, and you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
so
I do plan on watching it. So.
Once, maybe next month we'll give it, because I think it'll probably be over by then.
It'll probably be done, yeah.
So next month we'll give our verdict on it. But check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm really digging it. Also, we haven't really talked about it a little bit, but South Park is back for its newest season. It's been very controversial, but extremely funny and really, really pointed satire. Like, these guys are back on their game.
Yeah.
I think that this whole situation has inspired them to not just be, they've always been funny. I'd never seen South Park slip like a Family Guy. They've always been on the nose, but this season, more so than any, they've really found a way to speak humor to power, which is extremely important. But their Halloween episode, they're airing that tonight.
Okay.
It's usually on Wednesdays, and then it'll stream on Thursdays, but they held it off for tonight. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, is I'm going to be watching Welcome to Derry and South Park Halloween.
Yeah. Also, something else, if you watch today's episode of Jeopardy, when you watch the opening with panning the audience, you'll see me in the audience.
Nice!
Yeah.
Well,
I went to the taping for the 30th, and so the Thursday night one and the Friday night one.
Nice.
Technically, Phoebe and I are in both of them, but I don't watch it live, so it's on Peacock the next day, so I'm gonna watch the Halloween episode tomorrow to see if you can see me or not.
Nice!
Yeah.
Oh, you should be on that show.
I know. I'm trying to look. Trivia and like crosswords and stuff, easy enough to keep your brain working. I've decided I'm just going to watch Jeopardy every morning, try to not slip into dementia-induced coma. Yeah. So I'm trying to like keep the brain active, and it's been good. I've been really enjoying it.
Nice.
I used to watch Jeopardy every day, and then it fell off for a long time.
I did too. I really enjoyed Jeopardy.
But the episodes stay on Peacock for a week, so it's something you got to watch every day.
I stopped watching after Alex Trebek died.
Yeah.
Just because he was Jeopardy for me.
Every single time the announcer goes, and here's your host, I always finish it with Alex Trebek, even though it's not.
I wish.
And Ken Jennings is amazing, don't get me wrong.
Well, I'm sure.
It's just big shoes to fill.
Of course. But I would like to watch it again. I miss getting the newspaper because I used to do crosswords every day.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. I think video games are what's keeping my brain from turning into mush.
Actually, they do say that too. That keeping video games will keep you active. So,
well, speaking of,
So
speaking of games, you're still. What are you doing?
It's funny. I just cannot get into Clair Obscur. I don't know why. It's a beautiful game, and I really like it. I'm halfway through it, and it just hasn't grabbed me yet.
Now, this is like a 3-month long.
This has been 3 months
that you've been doing this.
I'm gonna finish it before the end of the year, but I started playing like 5 or 6 things, and nothing grabbed me. So I literally picked up the old hobby horse, which was Mad Max, and started playing that again.
So good.
I love that game so much. It's so easy just to immediely jump into.
Oh yeah, it's comfort food, man.
Yeah.
It's a Big Mac, and it's. But it's like a Big Mac Deluxe because it's so good. If I think it's on sale,
it's pretty much on sale all the time.
You can get it for under $5.
Yeah, usually if it's I think it's generally like $5.99, and if you can find a sale, it's usually $2.99.
So worth it.
100% worth it.
If you like Mad Max, it is the best.
Oh, it's so good.
Interpretation of that. It's a nice mix between the old and the new. It's Fury Road and Road Warrior kind of fused together.
Yeah. I did start playing the Alan Wake remastered because I want to play Control again, and I don't want to do that until I finish Alan Wake remastered.
Yes.
So then I can also play Alan Wake 2.
Yes.
But I started playing that, and I was just like, man, I just can't get into this.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I have been having a lot of trouble finding something to get into, because I'm a narrative game player like you. I love a good story. I want a good adventure. I want a meaty 200-hour Cyberpunk or Red Dead or something, and I just haven't been able to find it. So I was playing No Man's Sky last month. I got back into it. They had another expedition, which is really fun, and it kind of dipped my toe into the survival kind of game, which is not in my wheelhouse at all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of step out of my comfort zone game-wise and try some different things because I'm finding that with No Man's Sky, it's something I can pop into for an hour or two.
Right.
I can do some missions, quoties, or whatever, or look after my stuff. It's basically a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
But but it's not tedious. It's still fun to me.
Right.
And the expeditions are very fun. Like because I've made the difficulty not super hard for my game, but when you do the expeditions, you got to play by their rules.
Right.
And it's nice to have to like, oh, geez, I got to mine this crap to build this to do. It's a nice way to keep you sharp. So on that tip, I've been eyeing this game, and since it's spooky season, I've been eyeing this game called V Rising, which is a vampire game. And it was on sale, and I had a gift card, so I ended up getting it. And it's weird because it's definitely not the kind of game that I would normally play.
Right.
It's kind of it's an action RPG, an ARPG with survival elements and base building. And there's so far not really any story.
It's weird.
You wake up, you're this vampire, and you wake up and you're just effed. You got no powers, no nothing, and you have to. So I'm still at the point where I'm kind of building myself up.
Right.
But I've gotten to the point where I can build the castle, and it's starting to look pretty cool. And And I'm actually really enjoying the game loop. It's got elements of Diablo and a little bit of like Baldur's Gate 3 in there.
Okay.
It's a top-down. The combat is very fun.
Okay.
It's challenging. I haven't died a lot, but when I do die, I just start it over. Because it's one of those games, too, when you die, you drop your loot. You can get it back.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to go find it.
Right.
But another thing about this game that I absolutely love, and this is something that we talked about last Stepdad episode, just like No Man's Sky, this has customizable difficulty.
Oh, okay.
And that is key for these types of games.
Right.
Because I don't want to play easy, so it's super easy to kill everything.
Yeah.
I want a challenge, but I also don't want to, like, wait an hour for something to grind up into bricks so I can build something.
Right.
So I haven't made it, like, easy. It still, like, takes time and it's
Yeah.
But it's a difficulty that I can enjoy.
Right.
And so the loop is fun. It's like you go out at night, you fight guys, you get resources, and you unlock stuff, unlock new gear and new weapons and new stuff for your castle. And then you go back, and then during the day, if you get caught out during the day, you have to run through the shade. Because if you get in the sunlight, boom, because you're a vampire.
Yeah.
But you can I can shape shift into a wolf at this point.
Oh, nice.
But you'll be able to shape into rats and bats and all sorts of stuff. And you can make servants.
Oh.
So you can take townspeople and bring them in your control, and they have little caskets that they sleep in, and you can send them out on stuff, and they'll protect your castle.
That's cool.
And it's an online game, but you can play it solo, and I'm playing it solo. Because one of the things about survival horror or whatever, these types of games that are a turnoff to me, are the other players that come in and like ransack your base or try to kill you. Like PvP stuff, I'm not really into.
Yeah.
But I think there's PvE stuff in this, which I may try. It's like once I get, built up and have my characters ready to, rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it. But I'm not bored with it. I like the problem solving. I like the building of stuff. And I think the combat is really fun because you go through these boss battles. There's like 60 or 70 bosses in this game. And each one unlocks new gear or new spells or new things. And the combat is such where you just not a button masher.
Yeah.
You have to think. You've got what spells do you want to use? So far it's very limited what I can do because I'm still kind of a newish vampire.
Right.
But I'm finding that I have to really think with these battles, and every boss so far has been completely unique situation, unique way of fighting. So I was really kind of worried about it.
Yeah.
I stressed over buying this game a lot more than I should have.
Right.
Because it was between this and Dispatch. And I'm, I Dispatch is a new game that just came out, which is like this behind-the-scenes superhero thing, kind of like a Telltale game that looks really fun. But I must have read like 1,000 reviews of V Rising. And But yeah, I 100% recommend it. Even if you're not like a survival horror person, it's one of those games you could pop in for an hour or two, you get some stuff done, then you go back in your coffin and you're gone.
Oh,
you don't have to worry about it. So yeah,
cool.
I 100% recommend that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about really quick is a game that released this week, another indie game for a spooky season called Silly Polly Beast.
Okay.
And it's this independent game. There's a demo out. I downloaded it and played it. It's really fun. It's this... I love these indie games that are kind of a hodgepodge of different styles. Mm-hmm. So, at some point it's a top-down. At some point it's a side-scroller. At some point it's a dead-on, And it's got this really interesting story about these two sisters who are trying to escape from an orphanage, I believe. And they meet up. They have this place that they're going to meet up. But the one sister doesn't make it. So the other sister is like trying to find her, but the cops are after her because the orphanage burned down. It's always,
Yeah.
So she ends up trying to get away from these cops and falls down this hole into basically purgatory.
Right.
So she meets up with this dead person who's like, look, there are these 3 demons that are keeping me bonded or bound to this world or whatever. If you get rid of those demons, I'll help you get back.
Right.
So you got to go through this emotional and physical journey through purgatory to get back to your sister. And so far, I've really enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's not perfect. There's some little rough around the edges, and and some of the combat's a little wonky, but in terms of storytelling and stuff, I think it's going to be really great. What's really cool is if you're a PS Plus member, it's on sale. Even though it's his first week.
Just came out,
It's normally $20, but you can get it for $16.99.
Okay.
But yeah, download the demo if you get your PlayStation Plus and see what you think. But it's a cool, horror indie game.
Yeah.
A little bit like Sally Face in that respect. The
Definitely
genre breaking. Anyway, so those 2 games are my recs. I'm still in the first act. I haven't gotten super far in V Rising, but as to where I am now, if you like top-down games and you like combat and building castles that look pretty, go for it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, what a fun month.
Yeah. A good spooky month. It felt like this month went by so fast.
I know. Well, this whole year, man.
Yeah, I know. It's almost November already.
I know. You guys doing anything fun for Halloween tonight?
No, I think we're going to be here. I think we're going to carve pumpkins. And
Nice.
I'm going to make some barmbrock, which is a traditional Samhain bread, Irish bread.
Spooky.
Yeah. Super spooky.
Do you make it with the ground up bones of orphans?
No, it's actually made with raisins.
Grosser. I'd rather eat the ground up.
But they're soaked in tea and whiskey, so hey, But you're going out trick-or-treating tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'm going out trick-or-treating right after the show.
Nice.
I start at 6 p.m.
Nice.
and I go to about 9. Take notes of the houses that give raisins and pennies, and I come back and I light them on fire. I've taken it up a notch.
Well, you got to do something with the TP after you throw it in their trees. Might as well burn it up.
People giving out butterscotch candies.
Ugh, butterscotch candies.
Those old lady candies.
Yeah. All right. Well,
happy Halloween,
happy
everybody.
Halloween. We'll be back next month. Next month is going to be super fun.
Yeah, we're going back to the future.
Back in time.
We're going to go back in time.
It's all just going to be 3 weeks of talking about that one sketch from SNL.
Gonna go
Hey,
back
do you remember that?
in
Remember that time when you were in that movie and you went back in time? Do you remember that? Yeah. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to watch these movies again and to talk about them.
Oh,
it's gonna be great.
I am so excited that I watched a casting video. It was so interesting because I got to see Ben Stiller. Go for Marty McFly.
Oh, wow.
And John Cryer went out for Marty McFly.
Wow.
Who else? And then for Biff, it was like, it was somebody that was like, Peter DeLuise for Biff.
Oh, really?
Tom DeLuise's kids. He was actually pretty good. And Billy Zane for Biff.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
As soon as he was just like, he was out of his depth, did not know what he was. Kira Sedgwick. was
Oh,
going
yeah,
for the
yeah.
girlfriend, for Marty McFly's
Oh
girlfriend.
yeah.
But I think that a lot of that stuff is on the DVD.
On the DVD,
We'll have
yeah.
to watch
yeah,
that.
we'll have to go through it. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it.
Really
I haven't
excited.
seen the third one in a long time.
I haven't seen any of them since I think we watched one of them a few years ago, right?
Yeah, I think during the lockdown we watched one of them.
That was about it.
Yeah.
But,
well, we'll be back next week with Back to the Future Part 1. And
We're gonna go back to the future, buddy.
and also, the Stepdad Show a month from now is going to be our 250th episode. So it's going to be super exciting.
Super exciting. Tons of exciting guests and surprises that we don't even know about.
Yep.
But yeah, 250. Thank you for all of you who have been here since the beginning.
And Scoop.
Zoinks! Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending time with us. We really appreciate you guys. We really, really appreciate. This is why we do it. This is why we're up to 250 almost, because you make it worthwhile.
Watch Weapons.
Watch Weapons and
Ooh, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. TP.
all of a sudden. Oops, shit. Whoop. I think Osgood Perkins and who's
Zach
there?
Kroeger.
I think Osgood
Perkins? Osgood Perkins?
I think Osgood Perkins and Zach.
Kroeger.
I don't know why I'm such a. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, already in progress.